What's going on, guys? It's Dean here with Project Blue, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys a new AI feature we released to allow you to create personalized iMessage and SMS campaigns for your lead flow. So this is a really big feature we've added. It's done leaps and bounds for us, and essentially what's really cool about it is with our integration with CRMs, it's a pretty effortless configuration to get everything set up. So what this allows you to do essentially is create, as mentioned, very personal voice memos that look real, that look and sound real when they come. Right, so what's cool about this, and I'll show you guys an exact walkthrough about, as well as how we're using it in our system, is you can exactly see, you can use dynamic variables to make it look like it was pre-recorded, even though it was all done by AI. And just with the nature of the voice memos, it's crazy for the response rates. People always listen to them, whether it's something that's a little bit more warm or cold of a lead. People listen to them, respond to them. So yeah, let's get straight into it. All right, guys. So to get started, you're going to want to navigate to our Project Blue dashboard. You can view your analytics here, as well as set up some configuration, which I'll show you here. If you guys don't, in order to get access to this dashboard, obviously you have to be a, active customer with us. So if you guys don't have any lines configured, you'll have to do that obviously before setting this up. But yeah, once you navigate to the dashboard, you guys will see this new nav bar item here, AI voice memo. And the process is really straightforward. So I'll show you. When we create one, there's a different subset of voices depending on kind of something you're looking for. So I'll just go ahead and select Chris here, natural and real down to earth voice. And that should create the actual record. We can go ahead and edit it as well. And so I'll go ahead and test this just so you guys can listen to it.
Hey, I'm just testing this voice clone. Are you interested in setting up a call?
So you can see that's what it generated there. So yeah, you can download it, you can test it out. So we can do maybe you guys want to run some quick presets that you had. Hey Jack, this is Dean reaching out for Project Blue. I'll just go ahead and test it.
Hey Jack, this is Dean reaching out from Project Blue.
Oh, I spelled project wrong, but you get the idea. So you can kind of test different voices.
Jack, this is Dean reaching out from Project Blue.
And again, these are just a subset of voices, so we can name it. I kind of add a description to it. And then you also see this active. So whichever one that you deem fit, for your business, your voice, you can just set it to active. And then in high level, it'll use that voice by default. So I'll just go ahead and create another one. We'll do Sarah, young, confident woman. We'll go ahead and create it as well. And just so you guys know, this is kind of how it'll look like or sound like.
Hey, I'm just testing this voice clone. Are you interested in setting up a call?
So yeah, there's definitely configurations there. And I'll just exit back out. In the event, say, you want to create something even more personalized, right? Let's say you have maybe, your real estate agent, or you have your own personal brand. People are familiar with your voice. You can even actually clone your voice. So you can actually upload an audio file, which is really cool. And then basically off that, it'll create your own voice. So I'll go ahead and do that actually with my own voice. I've gone ahead and uploaded it, and let's actually give it a test. Let's just see what the default message, what it looks like.
Hey, I'm just testing this voice clone. Are you interested in setting up a call?
So you can kind of see, it kind of sounds like me. Of course, those of you watching this don't really know really what I sound like other than what you're listening to now. But yeah, you can see it's really cool. So we can, add a name to it, Dean Test Clone. We can maybe even add like a variation one. We'll just go ahead and set this one as active to our account so you can see all the other ones shows inactive. And I'll show you guys just how easy this is to configure. So really this is more so just selecting the voice in that web app. If we actually jump into our automations in high level, currently this is only supported in high level, but we do plan to add this to the rest of our integration partners, which are HubSpot, Close, and a few others in the coming weeks. But I'll just show you guys how easy this is to add. So you can add the send iMessage action. You would just add in the rest of your configuration like you normally do. And really, it's just as simple as turning this toggle on. And what's really cool about this, and you can kind of see how the value of this kind of comes. So when this is enabled, it'll essentially read the text values of this content field here. So of course, you could hard code something like, hey, this, thanks for reaching out to us. A team member will reach back out to you shortly. Okay, cool. So of course we can do something like this, and just to show you guys a quick demonstration, I'll go ahead and add myself to this workflow so you guys can see kind of what that looks like. So test workflow, I'll just add my name here, run the test. I have it here with one of our numbers, and basically you can see it. I'll replay it here.
Hey, thanks for reaching out to us. A team member will reach back out to you shortly.
But you can see it's very similar to my voice, which is really cool. So yeah, I mean, that's really sweet. Of course, like something like this wouldn't be a great use case because this could be just pre-recorded. But where it falls, like, where it gets really interesting is with the addition of your dynamic values. So this is really cool, kind of this native integration with the CRM, right? So now we can use the values of their name, and we can make it very personalized. So, maybe you can put their first name, the date, what they're looking for, like, depending on what form value they entered in on a previous step, right? If you're running ads to this, to a form, you can collect those values and use them later in the content field here. So we'll go ahead and create an example here. I'm going to add our name. So I'll say thanks, and then I'll add the contact's first name. And, the process would be the same for you. Obviously, whatever fields or values that you have access to of the contact record, you can add to kind of create more of that personalization. Similar to how you create, like, say email and text campaigns, we're just making it with, real-time speech, if you will. So I'll say, hey, thanks, first name, reaching out to us. A team member will be reach back out to you shortly. I'll also add maybe something about their business. So I'll say also, we'll see, I think, also company name looks really sweet. I definitely, oh, sorry. Typo there. Nope. I definitely want to learn more about it. Also, I could even add, like, also we directly integrate with high level, or sorry, I'll add their CRM name. So for example, I think that was a field in our form. Yeah, so we store that value. So I'll say also we directly integrate with, so whatever your CRM is, I'll show you in the demo. So again, depending on what this looks like for your business, you can obviously adjust it. If you're running paid ads to, say, like a funnel, whether it's a VSL funnel, a form, whatever that may look like, you can access those values and use them. Of course, it needs to make sense, but just to show you guys, so I'll show this as an example. We'll go ahead and save this, and then I'll select my contact once more for workflow. Oh, sorry. There we go. Let's run that test. And as we're kind of waiting for this, I'll show you guys as well the generated response. But we could even add, like, maybe a little bit of a gap between that gets generated. So if you were to run it, maybe you could wait like 3 minutes just to make it seem more realistic. Obviously, if it's like an instant voice memo, that's just going to look very sketch. But this really helps guys, in terms of conversion, because it's essentially almost like making a phone call, right? As soon as the lead comes in, you're creating something personalized, and they're going to think it's curated for them. And obviously with the speech capabilities nowadays, it's very hard to tell what's real and what's fake. So yeah, I'm back in our iMessage editor here. We'll just go ahead and wait for the message to come in. So it does take a little bit. There's a little bit of a queue system. So yeah, it looks like it came through, and let's just go ahead and give it a listen.
Thanks, Dean, for reaching out to us. A team member will reach back out to you shortly. Also, Project Blue looks really sweet. I definitely want to learn more about it. Also, we directly integrate with high level, GHL. I'll show you in the demo.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys saw that I spelled definitely as defiantly, but yeah, I mean, you guys saw the process, correctly use the name, their business name, as well as, something more like operational related. So, you can see in terms of the customer or the lead, the prospect, they're just going to be amazed because it's like, wow, they took the time to record this and send it to me, leading to much higher, response rate, as well as kind of just a better opener, if you will, right? So, we live in a modern age today, especially where, texting and kind of instant messaging is more common than phone calls. So I think, creating these personalized voice memos is really a way to stand out in their inbox compared to all the other marketing messages, emails that they get, traditionally when signing up for offers, calls, whatever that may look like for your business with other businesses. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. You guys just saw how easy it was. And of course I can change the name easily. I could just come back to our platform and select another clone, or sorry, not clone, but another, preset voice if I want to do that, or I can clone another one. So it's really cool. And where this can kind of get really interesting, we're adding support for as well is, say you have a team of appointment setters or closers, you can kind of clone their different voices, which makes it very, very powerful because now it's very personalized because, they're getting a message from them, and, they're also going to be on the call with them later. So they can kind of see how, they can kind of intro them before the call even happens. And all of this can be done obviously through the automations that I showed you here. So it's native integration, really easy to get set up. And so yeah, I'm excited for you guys to check it out. Also, if you guys are curious in signing up with us, learning more about how we work, companies we work with, come check out our website, just book a demo with us. We'll teach you guys, or we'll, give as much info as we can about how we work and whether you'd be a good fit to work with us. We can even show you guys a live demo of everything else working, any questions you may have. So check us out, guys. I'll leave the link below in the description. But yeah, excited for this feature to be released, and stay tuned for much more. So thank you.